Welcome to the Tough Love Nephilim series. My name is Eric Rolon. Now, according to Genesis 6, the Nephilim were the offspring of fallen angels and the daughters of men, and today we are talking about one of their tribes, the Avim. But first, if you haven't already, please smash those like and subscribe buttons and hit that notification bell. Also, just in case I ever get booted off of YouTube, please hop on over to Rumble and follow me there as well. And if you enjoy the work that I do and feel so inclined, then please consider donating to my locals page. Donors all get exclusive access to PDFs of all of my research papers as soon as I get them posted, with endnotes included, and your support is greatly appreciated. All of my links you'll find in my description box below. Alright, let's get into this one. The Avim. Now, historically, the Avim were a Philistine tribe that resided in the southern region of Philistia, in villages in and around Gaza. Deuteronomy 2:23. The King James Bible states that the Avims dwelt in Hazarim, even unto Azza, or Gaza, which is near the Mediterranean Sea. Philistia was the larger territory of the Philistines, that later became part of the even larger territory of Judah, following the conquest of Canaan, Joshua 15:47. Strong's Concordance reference H5761 defines Avim this way. Avim, ruins, proper masculine noun. A people among the early inhabitants of Palestine, located in the southwest corner of the seacoast, proper locative noun. A city in Benjamin. Strong's reference H5757 defines Avims or Avites this way. Perverters, inhabitants of Ava or Iva. Strong's H5755 defines Ava or Iva as ruin, a city conquered by the Assyrians. Smith's Bible Dictionary goes on to define the Avim as well. Avim, ruins, Avims or Avites, a people among the early inhabitants of Palestine, whom we meet with in the southwest corner of the seacoast, whither they have made their way northward from the desert, Deuteronomy 2:23, probably the same as the Hivites. The people of Ava, among the colonists who were sent by the king of Assyria to re-inhabit the depopulated cities of Israel, 2 Kings 17:31. Easton's Bible Dictionary defines Avim this way. A people dwelling in Hazarim, or the villages or encampments on the southwest corner of the seacoast, Deuteronomy 2:23. They were subdued and driven northward by the Kephtorim. A trace of them is afterwards found in Joshua 13:3, where they are called Avites. Fawcett's Bible Dictionary gives us a definition of Ava. Ava, in Assyria. Colonists thence repopulated Samaria after the removal of the Israelites, 2 Kings 17:24. Probably the same as Iva, 2 Kings 18:34. The Assyrians, according to their usual policy, having conquered Iva, transplanted its inhabitants to Samaria, vacated by Israel's deportation. See Iva. Fawcett's Bible Dictionary goes on to define Iva this way. Now hit on the Euphrates, between Sippara, Sepharvaim, and Anna, or Hina, with which it was apparently united politically, probably the Ahava of Ezra 8:15. Iva was a Babylonian god representing the sky. To it the town was sacred. Sennacherib boasts that the gods of Sepharvaim, Hina, and Iva were powerless to resist him. The Egyptian inscriptions in the time of Thothmes III, 1450 BC, mention a town first, whence tribute of bitumen was brought to Thothmes. From the bitumen springs of Iz, Herodotus says, the bitumen was brought to cement the walls of Babylon. These springs are still found at Hit. From Iva, along with Babylon, Cutha, Hamath, and Sepharvaim, the king of Assyria, Esarhaddon, brought people to colonize Samaria. Now, the first time the Avim are mentioned in the Bible is in Deuteronomy 2, at the end of Israel's wilderness wandering. Deuteronomy 2:23 speaks of the Avim being destroyed by and dispossessed of their lands by the Kephtorim, a fellow Nephilim or Rephaim tribe. Now, at that time, Israel was about to pass through the valley of Arnon to battle against the king of Heshbon, Sihon the Amorite, and his army. The Avim show up later in Joshua 13 during Israel's war campaign throughout Canaan. Not only were the Avim Philistines, but they were Canaanites as well. Joshua 13:2-3. It reads as follows. This is the land that yet remains, all the regions of the Philistines, and all those of the Geshurites. From the Shihor, which is east of Egypt, northward to the boundary of Ekron, it is counted as Canaanite. There are 5 rulers of the Philistines, those of Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron, and those of the Avim in the south. In Numbers 13, when Israel's spies returned from their 40-day reconnaissance mission in the land of Canaan, they gave their report of the land and its fierce inhabitants. They identified the Canaanites, along with the Amalekites, Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites residing in the land as the descendants of Anak. Numbers 13, 28 through 29. It reads as follows. Nevertheless, the people who live in the land are strong, and the cities are fortified and very large. And indeed we saw the descendants of Anak there. Amalek is living in the land of the Negev. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites are living in the hill country, and the Canaanites are living by the sea and by the side of the Jordan. Now, after this initial report, Caleb steps up to calm everybody down. But 10 of the 12 spies freak right out. They maintain in their continued report that the land's inhabitants are far too strong for them to conquer. In their continued report, Numbers 13, 30 through 33 describes the sons of Anak not just as people of great height, but as Nephilim. It reads as follows. Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, "We should by all means go up and take possession of it, for we will certainly prevail over it." But the men who had gone up with him said, "We are not able to go up against the people, because they are too strong for us." So they brought a bad report of the land which they had spied out to the sons of Israel, saying, "The land through which we have gone to spy out is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are people of great stature. We also saw the Nephilim there. The sons of Anak are part of the Nephilim, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight." Now, in this passage, as well as Genesis 6:4, the Septuagint renders Nephilim as giants. And as a progenitor Nephilim tribe, the Anakim were enormous, fierce, and powerful giants, as Numbers 13 and Deuteronomy 9 collectively point out. Deuteronomy 9, 1 through 2 reads as follows. "Hear, Israel, you are crossing the Jordan today to go in to dispossess nations greater and mightier than you, cities that are great and fortified to heaven, a people who are great and tall, the sons of the Anakim, whom you know and of whom you have heard it said, who can stand against the sons of Anak?" Now Anak was the son of the Nephilim Arba, Joshua 15:13 and 21:11. According to Joshua 14:15, Arba was the greatest man among the Anakim. Now, though the Anakim were a tribe unto themselves, it is important to note that the term Anakim is also used to refer to a combination of 6 other Canaanite tribes and conglomerate tribes in Numbers 13, 28 through 33. The Bible also seems to occasionally use the terms Anakim, sons of Anak, descendants of Anak, and sons of the Anakim, not just as tribal references, but as general terms for the post-Diluvian Nephilim or Rephaim. Numbers 13, 28 through 33, Deuteronomy 1, 26 through 28, Deuteronomy 9, 1 through 2, and Joshua 11, 18 through 23. Now, the Bible doesn't record any battles between the Israelites and the Avim specifically. However, there must have been some confrontation during the conquest of Canaan, as Joshua 18, 21 through 28 counts Avim among the conquered cities inherited by Benjamin. Joshua 18, 21 through 28 reads as follows. "Now the cities of the tribe of the sons of Benjamin according to their families were Jericho, Beth-Hoglah, and Emek-Keziz, Beth-Arabah, Zemarayim, and Bethel, Avim, Parah, and Ophrah, Chephar Ammoni, Ophni, and Geba, 12 cities with their villages, Gibeon, Ramah, and Beeroth, Mizpeh, Chephirah, and Mazah, Rechem, Irpeel, and Tarala, Zelah, Hayelef, the Jebusite city, that is Jerusalem, Gibeah, Kiriath, 14 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the sons of Benjamin according to their families." The last mention of the Avites in the Bible is concerning their worship of their created gods, Nibhaz and Tartak, when they were captives in Samaria during Assyria's resettlement of Samaria in 2 Kings 17:24 through 41. All that said, and though they were a remnant tribe, the Avim were definitively a Nephilim tribe. Thank you all so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.